The Play's the Thing. With your host, Judy Sleed. Special guest, Stephen Vaccaro, owner of Twice Upon a Bagel in Wainscott. And Karl McDermott, Master Chef, Twice Upon a Bagel in Wainscott. Now here's Judy.
Oh, hello everybody. To
Hello.
The Play's the Thing. I have a wonderful playmate today. As a matter of fact, I have two playmates.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Here is these wonderful guys from Twice Upon a Bagel. Here is Steve. How are you?
I'm very well, Judy. Thank you so much for having us today.
And Karl. Let's have the camera on Karl.
Karl McDermott, Master Chef.
And Twice Upon a Bagel, it sounds like a fairy tale.
Ah, it is a fairy tale, but we suggest that it's no fairy tale. Our bagels are the best. It's so nice to be here with you this afternoon. Thank you for having us. We have a couple of treats in store for you today. And I think that Karl is going to prepare something wonderful for us while we chat. Is that all right?
Oh, it smells so good. Everything
it?
looks so delicious. Yes, I can hardly wait.
Well, Judy, if you remember when we met at my store, you walked in and you had all these questions because you just, everywhere you looked, you saw an array of different choices and things.
Yes.
And then you learned that everything that you saw was actually made right there in the store. And then we got the chance to taste some things.
Wonderful bagels.
Yep.
Yes.
Bagels and lox and cream cheeses and assorted salads. We have a full bakery. We even fresh squeeze orange juice daily.
Yes, I tested that. It was really wonderful. And I see you have some packaged goods. Can we see how it looks like? Can you bring it over?
I do. I have some things I'd like to show you. Should I do that now?
Yes,
or, yeah?
yes,
Okay.
bring it over. Bring it over. Not only it looks good, but I would like to see what's inside it.
Well,
and that's the kind of, you do catering like that?
Outside of the retail store, which you can enjoy 7 days a week, we're located in Wainscott,
Yes.
right across the street from the post office in Wainscott, next door to my neighbor, Colin, from the seafood shop.
Who was here a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
these are some delicious items that I brought for us to enjoy today. And just to give you an idea, if you were having some family or friends or the girls over for a brunch or a breakfast, these are some of the things that you can expect to enjoy.
So we just would call you up and we would tell you how many people and you would just know what to do.
Well, I've been doing this for a few years, but more or less you would tell me what you'd like to have and serve, and we would accommodate that.
Oh, look at that. They're
This
all
is
different.
Yeah. Well, we have some appetizing here in the form of smoked salmon, which is a deep sea center cut smoked salmon, which is fantastic. It's like velvet on your tongue. We have some spreads to accompany it. Scallion tofu, which is a soy-based product. We have a horseradish Herbalife cream cheese, which goes really well with smoked salmon. And then we have some interesting salads. I have a vegetable tuna salad that has celery, carrots, and radishes.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Really nice, yes. Very fresh and bright, very crunchy. And then we have a smoked tuna with capers. Smoked tuna with capers is just a wonderful way to enjoy tuna salad. And then we have some pastries here that are made on premises. And this is just an array
Of
bagels, and
Oh.
we can enjoy some of
I
those.
don't know, I
Oop,
don't
one
know
jumped
anyone
off.
who doesn't love bagels.
You know, it seems to be deep within our culture, and we're happy here in Wainscott, in the eastern end of Long Island, to share it with everybody. It's something that we enjoy very much doing. It's an enormous effort by the staff. They do a lovely, lovely job. Here we have some brownies and croissants, different assortment of muffins and Linzer stars, and I don't know anybody anymore that actually hand rolls their rugula. This is hand rolled fresh rugula. It's fantastic.
I'm going to need the recipe. I love to bake.
So,
But maybe I just go in and then you'll bake for me.
well, I have to make you, aware of the different things that we offer at the store, and
Right.
that's
I
my
was just
job.
going to ask you, like the bagels, like somebody could go in and order breakfast.
Breakfast, lunch, and with Carl at our side, dinner as well. And the dinner end of it is in your own privacy of your own home with your family and guests. We can come into your home and prepare, simple dishes to the most extravagant, lovely dishes that you can imagine.
For dinner, you have to go to the home because you're not open later.
We're open till 6 p.m. We're open from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. 7 days every week. We do, however, close Christmas Day. But in the evening, we'd like to bring our opulence to you. And Carl is just tremendous at what he does.
I see he's cutting grapes. Do you also peel them?
No, I don't peel
You
them.
don't peel
No.
grapes.
For this recipe, you don't have to, actually.
But what is it that you're making, Carl?
I'm making, it's a dessert called ricotta di frutta. It's actually mixed berries with ricotta cheese, a little rum, and some honey, and a little of orange zest. And you just put everything into your food processor right here and just whip away.
Oh,
Which
I
I'm going to
can't
do
wait.
that now.
Can't wait.
There we go.
It looks scrumptious. And Steve, what is that your name, right?
Well, I've been called.
Mr.
I've been
Bagel.
called. I've been called Bagels. Yes, my friends' children do call me Bagels.
Where are
it's
you
quite
from?
funny. I'm funny. You should ask where I'm from. I ask myself that often now. I'm from Corona, Queens, one of the boroughs of this great nation, which is where most of the good people, I think, come from.
Corona, Queens.
My great-grandmother came into this country, and her two cousins founded a little place called Ferraris. And later on, she became to do other things. But one of my cousins had experience in delicatessen and with the family's pastry background, bagels were kind of came about. And so that's where. But we've been in Wainscott now for 17 years. And we're happy to, it's a happy, high-energy place because we run around like crazy trying to serve everybody as quickly as we can because we know we have important things to do in the summer months, don't we?
Right, and of course, were you at the helm, I could see how it could be exciting.
It gets quite intense sometimes.
Super intense.
Yeah. We've got the beach to get to and lunches and bridge games and whatever it is, and the families have children, they have to get to their swimming lessons or sailing.
Of course, that's so
It is the summer
important.
months here.
And where did you find this wonderful chef?
Well, I kind of found him the same way I found you, Judy, in my store. It's kind of the old thing. You build it and they will come, and we were blessed by many coming, and through the years, you're lucky enough to be in contact and meet some fine people, and Carl happens to be one of them, and he's a brilliant, chef, very, very, and easy to get along with. Some chefs, they travel with knives, and you can't get too close to them. Chefs are a little different. You can actually rub your shoulders with Carl. I think he's got something really nice for you to try.
And how do you advertise? How do you get your customers?
Well, the best form of advertising that I've come to that I see that there's a positive response is, the smokestack in the top of the building. See, when we bake, all the fumes and stuff goes outside, and it kind of finds everybody's backyard, and you smell it, and people know we're open. I once had the idea of possibly having like a bell, at 6 a.m. to wake everybody up.
Yes, yes.
But I don't know if the locals would have appreciated that.
Yeah,
because we're open at 6 a.m.
You are.
Yeah.
Are you there at 6 a.m.?
I used to come in at 3:30. Although I have a shift that comes in, starting at 2 a.m. Another shift coming in at 4 to prepare all this. We make all this stuff, as my dad would say, good stuff, daily.
Yeah. It It is. And so you seem very talented with all our talks that you do something else besides this.
Well,
What is the-
I focus on the appetizing and the bakery end of it. It's been in my family for forever.
And where do you get, so you get all your recipe from the old country?
Well, I was lucky enough to work with my family for just under 10 years. They had moved on about 17 years ago, and I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to take this over. And so for the last 17 years, we've been developing, you know, all the different dishes and salads, what have you, along the way. And piece by piece, you make your mistakes, you learn from them, you grow, you learn what people expect of you and how you can respond to them and serve them. I don't really consider being in the food business as much as I'm in the customer service business. We're here to serve you. Right. And that's what it's all about. And because at the end of the day, you know, we're providing a service, we're providing succulent meals that we want people to enjoy in an atmosphere that they want to enjoy them. So that's what I think what's really important.
So when people come to your store, can they sit down any place or just all takeout?
Well, in the summer months, it's a bit overwhelming to sit down. You know, you might bump into, you might want to, you know, be able to be mobile because there's people coming and going. In the off season, I do have tables and chairs in the store where the weather is not so favorable, and you can come in and sit down and enjoy a bagel with lox and cream cheese, or a pastry with a cup of fresh coffee or fresh orange juice.
Oh, it sounds so good.
It is delightful.
Carl, what do you have for us? What do you got here?
Yes.
We well, I have made the dessert ricotta di frutta, and this is the finished product. What we do at Twice Upon a Bagel, and please do try. I can smell the aroma of the fresh mint. Here you go.
This is a very summer dessert, if you would. It's very, very fresh. Thank you. It's very fresh and just crisp and cold and lovely. You know, right? We've been enjoying 80, 90-degree weather this summer, constantly, day in and day out. And this is something that it could be enjoyed poolside or sitting with your family and friends.
It is. Does it have a name?
It's ricotta di frutta.
Ricotta di frutta.
Yeah. It's
Did
from,
you
it's,
make
it's,
up
it's,
that
it's
name?
from, no, it's actually originally from Italy.
Really?
Yes. And, you know, and it's very delightful too because, you know, for those health conscious people, it's actually, you know, very, you know, it's low fat, and it's very, you know, healthy for you actually.
All these, how many different fruits you have here?
6.
6 different fruits. You have raspberries, blueberries, strawberries,
We have 2 different
and
kinds of
orange.
grapes. And orange.
And what else?
Blackberries. And 2 different types of grapes.
Oh, the grapes.
Yes.
Yes, I saw you cutting them up.
Carl, in Italy, do they enjoy dessert before they have their meal? That happens sometimes, doesn't it?
Sometimes I do.
Would you be kind enough to slice that?
Sure.
Cut this open. I'm going to put this down, and so that Judy can enjoy some of this, and she can give us a.
Well, excuse me for not talking. I'm enjoying chewing this.
It got quiet over there, didn't it?
Yeah, it is just wonderful, and not only tastes wonderful, but the presentation is beautiful. This could go to any elegant party.
And we were sitting here enjoying conversation for maybe 10 or 12 minutes, and there it is.
Yeah.
So
Just to know that you don't add on calories.
Exactly. So for those who are more, you know, afraid of the kitchen, actually that's one of those desserts you can actually make in under 10 minutes.
Wow. I mean, if you eat this all day long, you're going to lose weight, right?
Well, you know, there's tennis, there's hiking, there's horseback, there's sailing here. You know, there's a number of things that one could do to burn, you know, during the summer months.
Gosh.
What
And I
Carl
have
just
to-
put in front of you, Judy,
Is-
the smoked salmon bagel we'll start with. Now, that starts off with an everything bagel that, of course, we make daily.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There's a
just...
scallion tofu
Oops.
spread.
I could help you with that.
Okay.
It's so fresh. It's like it's just.
There's a
I know.
scallion tofu spread. That's a soy-based spread, which is near zero fat. There's no cholesterol.
Soy-based?
Soy-based, yes. There's near zero fat, no cholesterol, no dairy in that. So it's very light in your stomach. It's a nice slow release of proteins. The smoked salmon is a deep sea eastern wild salmon.
So you mean to tell me this is not cream cheese?
That is not cream cheese. It is not
Can you
dairy-based.
tell me again what it is?
Well, we call it scallion tofu.
Scallion tofu.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a dairy replacement. I've got 15 different varieties of flavors that you can enjoy. This is one of them that I think goes very, very well with
And
smoked salmon.
When you sell it or in your store, does this come in packages or you dish it out like
Well,
from-
you have the
If I
freedom-
wanted to buy it,
Yeah.
I would say I want a quarter pound or a half a pound of it. Or
Well,
it
if you
comes
keep
in-
having us as a guest on your show, you won't have to buy it.
I'm just talking about how does it come?
Well,
Do
you
you
can-
package it yourself?
You can purchase it by the pound or any variations of the pound, and or you can enjoy it as a
gonna
ready-to-eat
try and bite
sandwich.
into it.
Please do.
Yeah, please do enjoy.
Drum roll, please. There you go.
It's wonderful.
Yummy. Very, very light, a very nice slow release of proteins. I have two other salads on your dish there.
Yeah, I have to try
And
it.
I have the vegetable tuna, which is white tuna, mayonnaise
one?
and seasonings with fresh chopped vegetables. That is the one here.
This is the tuna.
That's the vegetable tuna. It's got celery, carrots, and radishes chopped up finely in it. It's very bright and crunchy and fresh.
It is, and this tuna comes in a can.
Well, these secrets we won't get into today.
Okay.
But as a retailer of food, when we purchase our raw materials, they don't come like the way that you see them in grocery stores. For instance, the smoked tuna that you're about to try, that
Yeah.
actually comes in the store as a slab of freshly smoked tuna. And
So
we
they
break it
both-
up.
They are both tuna.
Yes.
One is smoked, the other one is with vegetables.
Correct. And the one with smoked has capers in it as well, which is very nice. Isn't that yummy? I like yummy. Do you like yummy?
Yummy is my middle name.
There you go. So those are a couple of items that one can enjoy. In the center here, if you can see this just for a moment, I have something I didn't put on the plate, which I should have. This is also a soy-based product. I call this pear tofu. And this is something that you can enjoy with fresh fruit, or think of as you would think of yogurt with granola and fresh fruit. People also use it right on bread or a bagel, or on crackers, or on small breads to enjoy. Very, very fresh, and also very, very little, if no fat, no cholesterol, no dairy. And just fantastic for the summer months, very fresh.
I'm very impressed that you are doing all these low-fat things because that is so important.
You've got to be healthy.
And
Yes.
and the beauty of the tofu too, you can actually just do a simple chopped salad, and you just put that right on top. You don't need no vinegars. You don't need anything else. Just put it right on top, because it's so moist and so fresh. It just kind of like marinates the entire lettuce.
That's good to know. I hope people will watch this. They will know, first of all, if they're lazy enough to go into your store and buy it, or they're gonna do
If
it
they could park, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
We have lots of parking all around the store. Across the street,
Yes.
there are several parking areas.
And I was
It's
also
not a
very
problem.
impressed with your desserts. You said something about Linzer tort.
Linda Tarts, but I'm going to ask you to try one of the hand-rolled fresh rugula. I think that's where we should start you from there, because I don't think you'll even need to try anything else. You may want to, of course,
Well,
but...
I make Linzer tort myself.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm just wondering
Oh, I
how
hear
yours...
I hear a challenge from Judy.
Yeah,
And
and
this...
that is from an old world. I got that from my
Well, this is
from home.
This is old school. That's for sure. These are recipes that I couldn't even be accurate and tell you how
Oh my
how
gosh.
long
Oh,
they've
this is
come.
the Linzer tort, and this is
Yeah,
the...
just turn it around. You've got it upside down there.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, yes.
There you
Let's
go.
look at that Linzer tort. That looks gorgeous.
You notice how we're taping right around lunchtime. You didn't think she had this planned.
Yeah. And this is, what is this?
That's arugula. That's an authentic pastry
Arugula.
that we've been making for over
It's a
26
real
years.
nice Jewish pastry.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
it is.
exactly right.
An Italian makes some Jewish pastry.
Well, we mix. We like to mix.
Well,
We like my
so
dad. Like
you-
I said earlier, my dad says we make a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff.
And this is hand rolled, and you make your own pastry.
Every single item in my store under my roof is made there by hand.
Oh my gosh, I must
It's,
try this.
it's something.
I'm a pusher, and don't tell me it has no calories.
Go ahead, take a bite. Well, that I can't say that. That I won't tell you. That you're supposed to be, at the gym or doing your yoga, playing tennis, and after this
When I
you
eat
enjoy a
this,
bite
I
or two.
have to do some push-ups.
That's for another show.
It's another show. So I hope that you've enjoyed some of these things.
Oh my gosh.
It's just the tip of the iceberg at Twice Upon a Bagel. There is so much. We would love to come back and show you different things. I know that Carl would love to come back and show off some of the things that we're offering,
Right.
for in-home dining, a privacy of your home. I know that people enjoy the country here so much, and they like to spend it at home with their family and guests. And what better way to do that than to enjoy not only your family and guests, but in the comfort of your own home, and having someone come in and prepare a meal for you and
And
your
if
family.
somebody would want to have a party at the beach,
Yeah, well,
you could provide
Yeah.
all the food for them and go. I could just see everybody. You have everything here, from soup to nuts.
soup to nuts.
Yep, exactly.
It's wonderful. So this dessert that you make, you make this in the store and you show it to customers how you make it?
Well, this is something Carl would make in your home.
But you only make this on request, or you just keep making it so people could see it?
No, we make it actually on request. This is one of many desserts that we make. We as Steve said, we do private events, and pretty much we custom make your menu. So whatever you feel for, we'll make it.
You bake also?
We all bake. It's a team effort.
You have not. You have not lived until you taste Charles' chocolate cake.
Oh my God.
When we do an in-house, event or dinner, I'll show up the next morning or whatever and ask how everything went, or if there's anything else that we can do for the family, and I look for the chocolate cake, and that's why I came. I'll take out the trash, but please, can I have a piece of the chocolate cake? Never. It's always it's gone.
Yeah,
There's none left.
Yeah.
Well, don't give it to me, because I'll eat it all up, and then I'll be sorry. I always say that.
We make a fantastic flawless chocolate cake to die for. Flourless chocolate cake, and we just serve that. It's served warm with vanilla ice cream.
Oh my
It
gosh.
doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be delicious.
How
Exactly.
come you didn't bring it? How come you didn't bring me?
Not
We're
enough
baiting
time.
you to have
Yeah.
us back as your guest
Oh,
again.
I see.
Tell us, what was your favorite, what stands out most in your mind that you've tasted today?
This.
Ah, nice. Very
This
nice.
cocktail.
Very nice, Carl.
I guess someone has a sweet tooth.
Very
And
nice.
then I love the bagel with the cream cheese and the tofu, and then the smoked.
The smoked
so-
tuna with capers, yes.
Yeah. By that, I'm not saying everything else I tasted was no good, but you asked me what I like best.
Yes, of course.
And where did you learn? Where are you from? Where do you live?
I live here locally.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing. It's very unusual. You were born here in Long Island?
No, I wasn't born here actually. I was born in London, grew up in Jamaica, and I came here.
Jamaica. I was there once.
Where?
I don't remember.
I'm sure you didn't remember.
Well, what's the capital of Jamaica?
Kingston?
Kingston.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's not go any further.
Jamaica's a wonderful place, nice people.
Yeah.
Well, I travel a lot. I was a privileged traveler.
Mm-hmm.
I was married to a travel writer,
Okay.
and then he took me every place with him.
Nice.
So Jamaica was one of them.
One of destinations.
So, are you, like you said about your family, that your family was baking and cooking, and you learned most of this stuff from them?
Yeah, it was a long haul process for me, but
And you have
you know,
any siblings?
I do. I have two sisters. They're in each of their professions, legal and banking. But
So they provide.
I found my way through.
Did you build this store up from scratch?
The store was empty when we acquired it. Yeah, Twice Upon a Bagel, or you know, it existed from day one, and we built it and learned from day to day what people, you know, were looking for from us. I mean, this is a seasonal environment. People here during the summer months. I mean, we have a lot of activity prior, you know, in the springtime and in the fall. There's weddings that goes on, a lot of different events. People enjoy their homes here, but for a few short months, you know, people are here in the summertime enjoying themselves, and they're on the way to the beach, and they need to get something good and healthy to eat, something fresh, with kind, fast service. I think the average, and I time this regularly, the average time in and out of my store, if there's a line to the door, is usually between 8 and 10 minutes. That means that you have parked, entered the store, ordered your order.
We just finished the show.
And we did it. Yay! I don't have to talk no more.
Yes, it took me a long
Now
time
I'm hungry.
to figure that out where the clock was. I just kept looking.
But why is it
Where-
going on?
I didn't even have
They're
time
out there
to,
laughing. Let's see how long they go.
Yeah, I didn't have time to thank my Lupita for my new hairdo and all
It's
my
gorgeous,
underwriters. My underwriters. It was Bill Miller was very generous, and Stuart Sharp and Colin, and I could read them off. Sponsored: Bill Miller, Donald Scott, Irv Ackerman, Robert Fraser, Judy Sleed, Timos Alejandro, Stuart Seafood, Paul Brenner, Colin. I appreciate that, because without them I couldn't do any shows.
Well, we appreciate you, Judy. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today.
Thank you for having us.